Are you aware of how powerful your mind is? About how you can create whatever it is that you want at any time, even if you think it's impossible? It's totally possible. Everything's totally possible. Our minds are that powerful. We can manifest things into our lives, whether we want them or not. I remember when I was a kid, and I didn't feel like being at school, I would go to the sick bay. That's what we called it in Australia. I don't know what it's called elsewhere. But you would go to the sick bay when you didn't feel well. And there was a school nurse that would tend to you. And if they felt like you were sick enough, they would call your parents to come and pick you up. Now, I was so committed to getting what I wanted that when I would go to the sick bay and I wasn't sick just because I wanted to go home, I would get pale, clammy. I was able to turn it on really quickly in order for them to call my mom to come and pick me up. And then my mom would come and pick me up and she'd be like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'd be like, I was honest with my mom. I'd be like, "I just didn't want to be at school today." And she was like, "You little shit." But it was already too late. She'd already signed me out of school and she would have to take me home and I'd get to spend the day with my mom. My mom was a unique kind of mom, shall we say. But that is a prime example of how we control our mind, how we control emotions. So many people are like, "I don't feel like it." They're in their feelings all the time. But I like to give the example of, you see a child that falls, scabs his knee, and he's crying, everything, the world is over, it's all terrible, and then somebody turns up with a lollipop. That child is full of joy. And it happens like that. And we don't think we're in control of how things go. Yes, our intuition can guide us, but our feelings are not to be trusted because we can change them on a dime, anytime. So I want you to just think about, where in your life are you sabotaging or holding yourself back because of a story that you created that may feel very real? My father abused me. I wasn't loved in the way I was never wanted. Nobody loved me. All of these things that we tell ourselves that stops us from owning our highest potential. They are just a story. We don't have to live defined by our past. We get to create it in every moment that we are alive, moment by moment by moment. You are in no way tied to the person you were 5 minutes ago, 1 hour ago, 1 year ago, 5 years ago. You get to transform and change. And I know they say old dogs can't learn new tricks and all of these things that keep us in a box. But I'm telling you, you get to transform whenever you want to. The only thing that makes a difference is a choice and a declaration that you're going to stand by something and you're going to take a different action. You're going to do a different thing. That's all it is. That's all it is. So with that, what are you going to do? What choice are you going to make? Do you want to stay as a victim? Or do you want to live as a victor? Every moment you get to choose either way.